So can't.
Sometimes you gotta stay in. Welcome to my house, baby.
So today's the day I had in my radiator, finally. I've been sitting on it for like a week now. And this is basically the medley of things I'm going to be using in order to accomplish that goal. First, we've got socket wrench with extension and varying sockets, pliers, needle nose for all the clamps. We have the radiator, Mishimoto, link will be in the description. Zip ties, because why not, and you never know when you're going to need them, and they always come in handy. Drain bucket for all the coolant. Alright, what's first? First, we're going to need to take off the air intake along with the joining wires. Don't forget this tube. I always forget to take this out right here, and it gets snagged. Side note, first thing, when doing anything with wires, you want to disconnect your battery. So disconnect the, I don't know, people say red, people say ground, so I'm just going to do the red. Yeah, so do that, and then you'll be golden. All right, so I'm about to pop the battery off. I flipped the script, and I took off the ground because I couldn't get to the plus, but it should be fine. Next, I'm going to disconnect all these wires and get this out the way, and I'll be back shortly. For the most part, I think at this point I'm going to jack the car up and then drain the radiator and kind of go from there. So, as you can see down there in the Nile River, because that's pretty much what it looks like coming out of this radiator, super rusty and nasty in there. It's grimy. It's not going to focus at all, so. But yeah, you can clearly tell the difference from this and our new one, which is in the box. Get it open. There it is. You can clearly tell the difference. You can actually see in the daggone thing. Get this on. There we go. There we go. It's not that important right now. All right, now I'm gonna do the clamps. This one doesn't crack at all, so I think I'm gonna just reuse this one, but I'm gonna replace the bottom radiator hose. Yeah, I'm gonna replace the bottom one for sure. Then it'll eliminate the old automatic transmission oil cooler, which is this line here, which is dope because I mean weight reduction is like worth 40,000 horsepower, I think. I could be wrong, but those numbers, they sound right. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and knock this out, and yeah. All right, so this is where I am. This is the old radiator hose. I'm about to pull it out right now. Just wanted to show you guys what it looks like so far. The same. I actually had to take the power steering hose out and let it dangle wherever it is. Oh, there it is, right there. So I'm gonna pull this out. It should come out pretty smooth. I see one hang up. There's a wire, but now that I'm looking at it, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be that big of an issue. So it should come right out. So leg out. Alright, so I got the old one out, and one thing I decided to do was to loop the lower radiator hose to the top, just to kind of keep it all the, if there's any leftover liquid, keep it from seeping out, because like I said, that crap's poisonous to animals. Just gonna go ahead and seal the top here, if I can. There we go. Alright, so now this is all right tight. One thing it's nice to go ahead and take a look at is the comparison of radiators side by side. Alright, so as you can see, the difference in thickness here. This is your stock. This is the Mishimoto radiator. Clear difference. Clear difference. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this lined up and installed. So I got it in, not a big deal. It's kind of a big deal. My lower hose, the flex hose, I kind of have a kink in it at the top. Doesn't seem like it's going to cause that much of a problem, considering it's got that spring on the inside to kind of keep the hose open so it doesn't completely crimp. At the choke down here, it's the same. Not as drastic as at the top. One thing to note, don't use an impact, what am I trying to say, drill here, because old bolts will completely shear off like this one. But I mean, it's in there pretty good, it's not going to go anywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and add my 50/50 peak pre-diluted antifreeze. Do not add water. I got 3 jugs of this. Each one of these is 3.78 liters, 1 US gallon. So if I'm not mistaken, this thing took 1.5 or 1 3/4. I can't remember. Yeah. Basically just gonna go ahead and turn on the car. Well, add to it till it fills. turn the car, run the AC on high, and yeah, that pretty much should do it. Burp it, and I have a brand new Mishimoto radiator. And then eventually I'm going to go ahead and add the fans. I actually have that on order. As soon as they come in, I'm going to throw that on. Yeah, but let me go ahead and do this real quick. One jug down. Yeah, pretty much that's it. Burping the radiator right now, getting all those excess air bubbles out to prevent the engine from overheating, which if you don't already know, now you know. If there's air in your radiator, it will expand. Don't quote me on that. I just know it's bad for your motor. It's bad for the radiator. It's bad for the cooling process if there's air in there. Pretty much just like if it's in your veins, if there's air in it, you're gonna die. It's just what it is. But yeah, I'm just gonna spend the rest of this time burping it. Thanks for watching. Thank you for stopping by. Feel free to come by anytime. Peace.
We ain't gotta go out, 'cause what? Welcome to my house. It's my house. What? Welcome to my house. It's my house.